as soon as we saw the draw and we talked to our team about playing JU, even before we'd watched them on video, our prediction was that they were going to be a reflection of their coaching staff. And one of the best NCAA matches we've had in terms of just an exciting high-level play was against Michelle Collier's South Florida team when she was a senior. And I think the Jacksonville team resembles in terms of their grittiness. You know, Strasburg, we've watched her on video, and she did another, and we saw her last year as a freshman. She hit 320 against us, and we knew they were getting the ball. So I think there's great things for Jacksonville in the future. Tonight it was a matter, when we were in system, obviously our middles were, Chloe put up another average performance, offensive performance, hitting the 700. But we felt like we had a size advantage when we could control the first contact, and we did a really nice job of that, and got some transition digs to allow us to score off the serve.
Open it up for questions.
Eric, when you talked about they came out really strong in the first set and had that one here a little bit, and they talked about, you know, that it was so emotional for them. They could have gone to that set, maybe a little rough for you.
Oh, no question. If we started the match down 0-1, it could have had a very different feel to it. And I felt that it wasn't so much that we were playing so poorly. They were passing great. And they had a lot of one-on-one swings that we just didn't make plays on. And as our serving like Nikki O'Rourke's serving run in the second set, when we were able to get them a little out of system, I think that's the biggest difference. In system, I think you could see why they won 30 matches. Out of system, that they just don't have the size of some of the teams we've played to score when they don't have a perfect first contact.
Chloe, can you talk about this first NCAA match down where how good it feels?
It's definitely a relief. Yeah, we're taking it one game at a time, and so this is one of hopefully 6 matches that we're going to play, and I think we all did a really good job coming out strong in the first set and maintaining that all 3 sets.
What changed from that, you know, the second set you guys hit from like high four, the third set get over 600? Just, it seemed like your block just wasn't there, or you were just trying to.
I think they put up a good defensive effort. I think as the match went on, we got into more of a flow offensively. Our passers did a better job putting up good balls for Taylor, who's distributed awesomely tonight, as shown by our numbers, and so just got more in the flow of things and starting to run more smoothly.
So when Chloe said you hope to play 6 of these, you know, the next one is Florida State, and that's what you rather. What do you expect tomorrow night to be like?
As always, Florida State's always a battle, so we're expecting it to be a good game, good volleyball, a good rivalry, so we're excited.
You guys swept them earlier this season. What do you kind of take out of that? It's been a while.
Nothing. We're just looking at it as the tournament time, so teams are different. They're playing differently, so we're going to watch film, break them down, and play them just like we've always played them hard.
Mary Chris talked earlier and said you guys have been battling for like 20 years.
We go way back.
Just talk about you have had some great runs.
Yeah, and I think certainly we have great respect for the Florida State program and the job that Chris has done there. And when they made the hire, we knew it wasn't going to take them long, and it didn't. That staff works so hard, and we know that they're competitive, and that when we play in the spring, there's no one in Tully Gym, there's no one in our practice facility, yet both teams are going after it. It's pretty high-level volleyball. It's what Florida State is. And they go into the tournament like everybody else, trying to win 6 matches, but know that it's all about the match you're playing, because as we all know, that your season ends with that loss, and only one team will finish with a win. When we saw the matchup, it didn't surprise us that it would be Florida State. And the last time we played them in the second round was one of the most exciting volleyball matches ever played in the O'Connell Center. We've had some great second round matches. I think that would be, if not number 1, number 2. And I can't think of what number 1 is. And just in terms of highly competitive, great volleyball, both teams giving their heart and soul on the court, and expect the very same thing tomorrow night. Hope that on a Friday night that we just get a huge crowd out there of Gator fans, that even if they're not following volleyball per se on a day-to-day basis, they are Florida fans and they get a chance to see Florida versus Florida State.
And where was Gabby Mallet tonight?
She, just for health reasons, we held her out tonight and fully expect her to be back tomorrow.
Was it something in practice?
Yes.
And Naomi kind of stepped up into the role of missing Mallet. What did you like from what you saw of her?
I thought Naomi did a terrific job. She was a steady player. Look at her numbers. I mean, she had only one hitting there, and that was an out-of-system ball where she really didn't have much to do. But in terms of what we asked her to do defensively, offensively, she looked like a veteran out there. And although she hasn't played much this year, there's an experience that she brings just being in our gym, and couldn't be more proud of her play tonight.
And you also put in Denise kind of at the end. What was the decision-making in that to be in the freshman kind of end of this NCAA first round for them?
Give her the opportunity, and now she can say she's played in an NCAA tournament match and scored. That's right, and did.
Well, you were here obviously 2 years ago in that match against Florida State. What do you remember about that one? That wasn't probably as intense as you had.
I remember wanting to rip my heart out because it was beating so fast. It was a very stressful match, but filled with a lot of highs and lows, but I was really happy of how hard our team fought, and that's pretty much been the story of our Gator team then, and that's our story now, and we're always going to come out fighting, and we're excited to come and fight tomorrow.
Coach, you talk about you guys in transition. What makes you so effective in transition?
The speed of our middles is very hard to defend, and the timing between the ball is dug by our defenders. Our back row defense has worked so hard since last January, and it was a part of our game. Our offense has been ahead of our defense for so long, but our DSs, our libero, they have worked their tail off to be able to help us point score off the serve, and the ability to control that first contact. You have a veteran setter who can locate, but the time of which these two can get off the floor to the height of which they can jump, it makes them really hard to guard. And we have played teams throughout Chloe's career and this year with both Simone and Chloe. They know they're getting the ball. It's just really hard to defend. You have the all-time leading efficiency in NCAA history. You want to get her the ball.
Couple more?
Simone, speaking of defense, with Gabby not being able to play tonight, how much did you know you need to step up your blocking effort as well, and how well you guys blocked as a team?
Well, just with Naomi being there, you just have to communicate a little more. Naomi's been in the gym, so she knows everything, but it's just like making everybody more comfortable out there. So just talking to them about what's going on the other side of the net, what we need to do.
Mary, in terms of your voice of Florida State match earlier, I mean, what do you kind of take out of anything caught your eye with what they're doing maybe compared to earlier this season?
I think where it looks like they've really, in terms of their first contact, as everyone improves over the course of the year, but they looked very seamless in terms of their ball control. They are a great side-out team, an elite side-out team. It's going to be really hard for us to score off of our serve. They run an offense where there's 3 hitters in the front row all the time, 2 of the high-scoring middles that we play against, and one of the most physical right side players we've seen. And then now you add 2 veteran left side players who can create kills, and that's why they have been successful for a number of years, because of how good they are in first contact, and they're an elite blocking team.